So here, I want you guys to understand what's going on. Do you guys remember this drawing the other day?
Yeah.
So that area, I showed it to you guys up on the screen. When I clicked on it, it came out to 2,990 square feet. Is that about 3,000 square feet? Right here? This thing, it's about 3,000 square feet, right?
Yes.
That's the overall footprint of the building. Okay? So I'm just going to say 3,000. This is about the same size as that, right? So like if I put this over here, right, the part that's kind of laying out, that part all kind of makes up this other part. So that's 3,000 square feet. Okay. What I want you guys to be aware of is that the reason we made these cutouts is that these cutouts represent, can you give me a knife real quick? These things represent certain things. Okay? So are you guys required to have an outdoor waiting area?
Yeah.
How big is it? 1,000 square feet. Are you guys required to have like indoor areas? How big are those? What?
750.
I don't think so. The indoor areas? Not the waiting area, the indoor areas.
1,500.
1,500. Right? So this one is 1,000. So this is the outdoor waiting. This is indoor. And this last little one right here is outdoor entry. So that's kind of, we'll call that the front porch, 500, right? This is the entry. So what is 1,000 plus 1,500 plus 500? 3,000. What's the square footage? 3,000. So you can think of this as being 3 zones inside of this. Right? Does that make sense? So here's a question for you all. Okay? So let's start with this first one. 500 square foot entry. If my parking lot is over here, right? And my building is here, should I put my entry here? No. Maybe here? How about here? It makes sense to put that outdoor covered waiting, not waiting area, but that outdoor covered entry area somewhere near the front facing the facing out to the parking area. So this is how big it is. So I can either do it like that, right? So that's 500 square feet, right? That little square. But I'm going to guess that I could also take this and divide it kind of maybe into thirds, right? 1, 2. I'm going to guess that if I had to calculate it out, and I can do this actually, right? I'm going to guess that right there, give me a scale, is pretty close to 500 square feet. So if I look at that long skinny thing and I look at this, it's like, okay, well let's calculate it. So there's 500 out towards the entry area, right? So here comes the scale. Let's do the math. Who's got a calculator? You got a calci? So 1/16 of an inch to a foot is what this is at, right? Yes. Okay. So who's got a calculator? Come on, who's got your phone? Get your phone. So try taking 10 feet times 25. No, times 50. Sorry, I needed to double that up. 500. Look at that. Wasn't that great? How talented am I, right? Duh. No. So this is 500 square feet, right? The overall is 3,000. Okay. All right. So that's my entry. That's covered but outdoors. Now I have this one, right? So these three, remember, these three make up that one. This is 3,000 square feet. That's 5, 1,000, and 1,500. That's 3,000 square feet. All right. So now I got this one. And so now I've got to take this one and put it out here. And so maybe, I do something. Let me see. me draw it from corner to corner, right? And that becomes my outdoor waiting area. So if I did it in AutoCAD, it would be very easy. I would just draw 4 lines in a polyline, and I would type in area and then click it, and it would say, oh, that's 1,000 square feet, which leaves how much over here? 1,500. So that line might have to get adjusted. I might have to erase it a little bit and slide it over this way. Say, all right, so let's try putting it about like right there. But in the end, this becomes 1,000 square feet, right? And this becomes 1,500 square feet. So 500 plus 1,500 plus 1,000 is your program area. This is outdoor waiting. This is entry. And this is where you have to put all of your inside functions. Okay? So what I'm asking you guys to do is I'm asking you to kind of figure out, right, where you're going to put things so that it works. So that you can make everybody go past the ticket booth, right? So they come to the doors, and maybe the entry's up in this corner or over in this corner, and the ticket booth is right behind it. They buy their tickets, they go past the thing, and then all of this area becomes the amenities and indoor waiting area, right? And then there's also an outdoor waiting area. Now notice that I put the outdoor waiting area to where it kind of opens up to where you can see the buses. Right? So this is kind of what I'm asking you guys to do for all 3 schemes. I'm asking you to draw it so that you see the shape, right? And then I'm asking you to divide it up into 1,500, 1,000, 500. Let me draw that more clearly. Make sure that camera sees that. Okay, so this is what I need you guys to go back and do. I think I gave you guys all this drawing, right? Yes? So I think what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to switch, because I don't think I'm going to, you guys can work in Sketch here today, but what's going to be due on Thursday is going to be in AutoCAD. So you're going to have to take your shapes and bring them into AutoCAD, okay? And I want you guys to make it look like this, but in CAD. Does that make sense? So after we took the 3,000 and we chunked it down into 500, 1,500, and 1,000, right? Now, if you look at the 1,500, it breaks down into various pieces. Who's got their program handout? Do you have it with you? Let me take a quick look. All right, so we take a look at and I'm reading straight out of the thing that you were handed. The enclosed indoor space of 1,500 square feet, it includes the following: a ticket booth, which is 125 square feet, restrooms that are 2 8-foot by 8-foot, and then an indoor waiting area that's 750 square feet. Okay, so I could say, all right, I'm going to put my ticket booth right here. So you come up, you buy your tickets, and then you enter in on this side. Maybe there's a turnstile there. And then maybe I put my 2 restrooms over here on this side. So I got 2 restrooms here. So restroom, restroom. And then the rest of this area is my indoor waiting area. Okay? Does that make sense to you guys? So take it step by step. Take the 3,000 square feet, right, this shape, and break it down so that it has 500, 1,500, and 1,000. And remember that your entry's not, this is the whale's mouth, right? This thing could be turned sideways and not be a whale's mouth, and you could be entering at the corner, at that little V. Okay? So what you got to do now is you've got to think about how you're going to break up that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided polygon, right, into 2 outdoor areas and an indoor area. And then after that, you take that indoor area and you break it down into 2 restrooms, a ticket area, and the rest of it is the indoor waiting area. Okay? Any questions? That's why you needed to have these today, these things. So, all right, so go ahead and stop that.